Hello, you all. I hope all is well with you all. So listen, I wanted to come share this video with you. I'm sitting here waiting for my son to get out of practice, and I'm still a little under the weather, but I'm fighting. Okay, I rebuke that. Okay, so um, I thought about my friend. We always rebuking something. I am doing a whole lot better though. But listen, and excuse me if I have the sniffles, but I got to get this message out. Um, my title is, you know, they won't understand. Okay, when you are chosen and you are set apart, and you different, you feel different, you had a different experience, your life is different, you got all kind of stuff going on in your life that's different. It's something I've did all my life, and I stopped doing when I finally realized that my journey is separated. My journey, my experiences are for me. All my life, I've experienced a different path, in which we all do, but mine just was totally different. And God has given me the grace to experience everything that I've experienced, even up until recently. Okay. He has given me the grace to experience that and not be bitter and not be, you know, a victim without being blaming and pointing the fingers. He has given me grace. I really truly believe, and people say it as just a religious way of saying things. You got a lot of people that, hey Robin, you got a lot of people that say things in the Bible, but they don't really believe it. But I've come to understand that book is a spiritual book, okay? And you have to be, you have to receive what it's saying in the spirit. But I truly believe when the old folks used to say God won't put no more on you than you can bear, I believe that. I believe that. If it's brought to you, that means you can handle it. You just have to make sure you're rooted and grounded and standing with God to get through it. But I know I know he was with me, and I know I held on to him. Regarding all the things that I've gone through, I had to just pause there. I've gone through a lot, and I know God has given me the strength to go through it and not look like what I went through. Because God will give you a grace when you're chosen and set apart. But what I want to tell you is, stop trying to get people to understand you when you're set apart and chosen, because they don't. People are going to look at you like you're crazy. They're going to talk you out of things that God told you to do. They're going to try to put you on a path that God didn't tell you to go on. Like, what God does and tell you to do as a chosen one, a worldly minded person will look at it as you're crazy, or as if God didn't tell you to do that. Do that. Because when something is spirit led, it's going to be opposite of what makes sense. When it's spirit led, when it's orchestrated, when God tells you, knowing you don't have enough money to pay your rent, and he tell you to take the lesser job that's paying lesser money, that has to be a God move. Because the world would say you take the job that's paying more money. But God could see ahead what's in store for you. Or his plan is different. He wants you to go a different route. So what I've learned to do, I've learned to stop telling people. I learned to stop consulting with people. When God tells me to do something, I do it. I don't consult with no pastor. I don't call my siblings. I don't consult with my children. When he instructed me to do something, I do it now. because I understand that when he's directing me, he's taking me that way for a reason. It's not for me to call my friends. It's not for me to tell everybody, because people are going to talk you out of what God told you to do. And now you're going to be in disobedience. They're not going to understand all that hardship you went through. I understand now. I appreciate everything I went through as a child, everything I went through in my marriage, everything I went through with my son, with my children. I understand now. He gonna Romans 8:28 that thing. He is Romans 8:28 in that. But when you're not spiritual, you become a victim. When you don't understand God's plan and his ways, you become a victim. And now I see it's been in his plan all the time. It's been his way all the time for me. I needed to go through that as a child. I had to go through that abuse as a teenager. I had to go through all the craziness I went through in my marriage, with my in-laws, with my son. I had to go through this stuff. Because sometimes the chosen ones, we are jellybacks. We have no spine because of our heart. Right? But going through different things strengthens you for an appointed time. It's going to strengthen you, and people won't be able to play with you like they used to. Because now, the time is 6:33 just now. And I've been seeing that number a lot. And you know, that seek ye first the kingdom of God. I've been seeing all these numbers, and I know it's only confirmation for me, is what I'm saying. Right? And sometimes I will say chosen ones, we were jellybacks growing up because of the abuse we went through. So we've allowed people to take our voice away from us. We've allowed people to silence us. And now God has taken all those things we went through to strengthen us. Now we have a backbone. Now we're bolder, we're wiser, we're stronger. We're not afraid of people. We're not afraid of conflict. We're not afraid of losing people. Right? All that stuff I went through, now I understand. He even told me back in 2020 that everything I had gone through, it was training. And I didn't understand until he showed me, you went through this, but that helped you build that. You went through that, that helped you build that. You went through this, that taught you how to pray and fast. Like everything that I've gone through, it taught me something on a spiritual level. That's why y'all be looking at people and y'all be hating and jealous and want what people have. I don't want nothing nobody has, because I don't know what they went through. I don't know what they went through to get it. Okay? I don't know the pain and the trauma and the sacrifices and the warfare. I never wanted, coveted nothing nobody else have. I don't want nobody husband. I don't want nobody family. I don't want nobody house. I don't want their car. I don't want their job. I don't want nothing from nobody. Y'all can keep whatever y'all have. I thank God for what I have. I'm content with what I have. Because I understand, right? I understand what I understand the spiritual implications behind coveting somebody else's stuff. My grandmother always said, be careful what you ask for. Because what looks good on the outside don't mean like it's good on the inside. But what I want to say is stop trying to get people to try to understand you. You don't need any more validation. You don't need confirmation. You don't need approval. You don't need any of that. And see, I went through that a long time. I went through seeking validation, seeking approval because I didn't know who I was. I hadn't healed my own trauma, abandonment issues from childhood, codependency issues. I didn't heal that. Now I'm full, okay? I'm filled with God. There is no, I don't lack anything in my life. I don't lack companionship. I don't lack friendship. I don't lack anything. I'm filled. My voids have been filled, complete. And it takes work to get there. Once you get to this place and you learn who you are, you'll be able to see when people trying to come against your character. You'll see when people just saying things out of the wrong spirit, saying little mean, underhanded things in the wrong spirit, right? You'll be able to see a lot of things because you're content and you know who you are. So you won't take these things personal. When I didn't know who I was, I used to take everything personal. I used to take everything personal. Now I realize everything is not personal. Everything is spiritual. People do stuff and say things to try to get under your skin. But stop trying to get people to understand you. Hey, baby.
Come on.
What's wrong? You tired?
Yeah.
Oh. Stop trying to... It's my baby. Why you like you gonna cry? You about to cry?
Probably sweat getting in my eye.
Oh, okay. I thought you about to cry. I thought I had to pull up now. I told you I'm from the south side of the kingdom, baby. I go to war about my baby.
Can I get water?
That's apple juice. No, because I'm sick. I don't have water, baby. I'm sorry. I want you to get sick. But but you all got to go. I got my baby. I'll talk to you all later. Okay.